JoJo Siwa's ex-partner Kath Ebbs has broken their silence over their split from the dancer in a tearful podcast interview. The podcast presenter, 27, broke down during an emotional interview on her Conversations with Kath podcast, as they detailed the truth behind JoJo's decision to end their relationship following her stint in the celebrity Big Brother house. During her time on CBB, JoJo set tongues wagging when she formed a close friendship with Love Island star Chris Hughes, with the pair's tactile behavior raising eyebrows, given her relationship with Kath at the time. After leaving the house last month, JoJo immediately broke up with Kath at the CBB wrap party, but has gone on to insist Chris was not to blame, and their relationship is strictly platonic. In the 90-minute interview, Kath offered her reasons behind posting a 13-minute TikTok video revealing they had been dumped by JoJo, and the dancer's fury over it. Kath also shared their own thoughts on Chris, blasting his lukewarm reaction to Mickey Rourke's inappropriate comments towards JoJo, and saying he hasn't taken responsibility for his behavior in the house. Detailing the story behind the end of their relationship, Kath shared that were convinced to attend the CBB final by their family, despite suffering a meltdown when they first saw a clip of Chris and JoJo cuddling in bed together. They said that at the time they were struggling with the anniversary of their close friend's death, and stopped watching the show after seeing that initial clip. Kath added they decided against appearing on camera during the CBB final, to protect the sanctity of their relationship. They said, as soon as she was off camera, the welfare team took her straight to the room that I was in because I watched it on TV, but I was just in a room. We hugged and we said, "Oh my God, hi." We hugged, we kissed. We just, held each other for ages. And I think I was crying, and then I did say at one point, "Are we good like this?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Great," and then, yeah, we kissed. She was obviously very spun out. She'd just been in this crazy thing. While Kath was torn whether or not to attend the wrap party, she later decided to attend, and was stunned when JoJo sensationally ended their relationship. Kath went on to claim that she had been speaking to the CBB welfare team during the final and its aftermath, but alleged her words were being fed back to JoJo, including the fact they didn't want to meet Chris. They said, "I walked in and kind of walked in sort of with the vibe, giving off the vibe of let's party." And she just had this stunned look on her face, not stunned, just something was up. I went straight towards her and grabbed her and said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "No, no, no." So she sat down. I sat down and I just said, "What's going on, babe? What's wrong?" And she started breaking up with me. I was literally sitting there, so anxious, to be honest, and so devastated that this was happening. And the conversation I don't even know how long it went on for. I am guessing it was a while because by the time someone came in, we had to leave. It was hard because I kept trying to say to her, give it a beat, not because of wanting to save it. Everyone can break up with whoever they want whenever they want. Unfortunately, it's the sad rule of life. But I knew she didn't have any idea what had gone on. She didn't know what I'd been through. She had no G clue. And I didn't want to bring that out there. But I was like, just can you please give this a beat? Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happened. And she brought up things like the letter and the fact that I wasn't at the live show and how those things were like nails in the coffin for her. And I kind of said to her, like, and I kept saying when she'd bring that stuff up, babe, like, please, 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 please. Like there's so much context. There was so much context, and there was one point where I did say, babe, there's literally a rumor online that you've been cheating on me on national television. She sort of said that her reasons for breaking up with me were kind of sitting at the surface before any of this other stuff happened. Asked for her thoughts on Chris and JoJo's friendship, Kath said she feels their relationship is platonic, but claimed the reality star hasn't taken responsibility for his tactile behavior in the house.